So this past week I've been testing out Bang & Olufsen's new Beoplay H95 headphones, a premium pair of studio quality phones that boast loads of great features such as adaptive noise cancelling, as well as incredible audio quality and a seriously spooge-worthy design. The 95 part of the name refers to the number of years that B&O has been banging out all of its awesome audio kits, so with that kind of experience it's no surprise that the Beoplay H95 is a serious bit of tech. But there is one pretty big problem here. You see, the price of these headphones is 700 quid, which makes them £150 more expensive than Apple's ridiculously overpriced AirPods Max, and the most expensive thing that I've had sat on my head since a prize-winning Shih Tzu mistook my bald bonds for a pillow. And yeah, that joke's a bit crap and doesn't really make any sense, but leave off me, alright? I'm tired and I'm hungover. Double trouble. So assuming that you're absolutely minted, are the Bang & Olufsen Beoplay H95 headphones actually worth it? Well, I've been testing them out for the best part of a fortnight now, so here's my in-depth review. And for more of the latest greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Let's start with a sort of a mini unboxing. And my B&O Beoplay H95s came in possibly the blackest box of all time. It actually seemed to suck the very light out of the room. Inside you get a rather bland but a definitely sturdy case. Should definitely do the job for travel when we actually start to travel again. Otherwise you can buy some softer alternatives. So they just slip right in there like that, and then you're good to go. I'm not really sure if that's worse than the bra case that Apple offers up for its AirPods. And bundled in the box you also get a USB A to C cable, you get a 3.5mm audio cable, you've got a flight adapter for those many trips abroad that we're all taking these days, and you get a lovely cleaning cloth too. And this right here is the standard black finish of the Beoplay H95s, but you've also got a choice of grey mist or rose gold as well if you want something a bit more vibrant and exciting. But whatever your choice, you get a proper premium finish here on the Beoplay H95s. It's a delicious mash of leather and metal, which looks really good, even on my hairless nugget. The ear cups are padded with memory foam and they're actually coated with lambskin as well, which I've got to admit smells absolutely lush. And between those foam cups and the plentiful padding around the headband as well, I found that the Beoplay H95 headphones are supremely comfortable to wear even for hours at a time. Oh, and also those cups are actually detachable too. They're held on by magnets. I didn't realize the whole thing could just come off like that, so I almost shit myself the first time I accidentally pulled one off. Thankfully, that magnetic connection is strong enough that they don't just drop off unexpectedly. You do actually have to yank on the things. And also those cups fully rotate as well if you want to rock them around your neck. They're quite heavy, these headphones, so it can be a little bit uncomfortable as they're sort of pressing on your collarbones, but nothing too troublesome. And they do scrunch up pretty compact as well if you want to shove them in a bag, a case or whatever. Now the Bang & Olufsen Beoplay H95 support Bluetooth 5.1. Connecting to your smartphone or any other devices is an absolute piece of pie. All you got to do is just yank the on switch all the way up to the very top. That'll put them in Bluetooth pairing mode. I found on most Android phones I got a little notification pop up on the screen. Do you want to pair with the Beoplayers? Just tap that. Otherwise, just go into the Bluetooth menu. You'll be connected in seconds. And I found that as long as I was connected to a semi-decent smartphone, the connection stayed strong and stable. You've also got that 3.5mm connectivity as well when you want a proper wired connection. I tried that with a few different laptops and found that that worked absolutely perfect with that bundled cable. The only problem is that when you are connected via a cable, the ANC feature does not work, so bear that in mind. Now you have a comprehensive set of actual physical and touch controls here on the Beoplay H95s as well, which is great, so you can just leave your smartphone in your pocket or whatever and control your media this way. So for instance, a quick tap of this right cup will pause or play your music. You do have to get it in just the right place though. If you tap slightly outside of the area, it will not register. You could also swipe your finger across that cup to go forwards a track, and you can swipe backwards to go back a track. Nice and intuitive. There's also a button here on the left cup which you can just quickly push in to load up your smartphone's assistant, in this case the Google Assistant. And I found that worked an absolute charm every time, no worries. But my favourite controls are definitely the aluminium dials, which are fully rotatable, which are housed on either cup. The one on the right here controls the volume, turn it up or down. The one on the left actually controls the strength of the ANC and can put it into transparency mode as well. Now speaking of that active noise cancellation, Bang & Olufsen has absolutely nailed it. I've got to say, these are probably my favourite noise cancelling headphones right now. Shame that they cost the best part of £1,000. There's an adaptive feature, so you can actually let the Beoplayers work out what kind of strength of ANC should be required at any given time, given the level of background crap that's going on. Frankly, I just had them cranked up to the max most of the time, and I was in my own gorgeous, wonderful little peace bubble. And coupled with the isolation that you get from those massive padded cups, you can basically drown out absolutely anything. Traffic, trains, probably airplane sounds once you finally get on flights again. Any voices, all that stuff, all completely cancelled out by the H95s. As for the sound, well, you get dual 40mm titanium drivers built into the Beoplay H95s, and do I even need to say it? The sound is absolutely incredible out of these things, as you'd bloody well hope for, given the price tag. It really doesn't matter what genre of music you're into, it all sounds so crisp and clear. The clarity on these things across the entire range, from the lows to the highs, just everything comes through beautifully. Every individual instrument, every little bit of flair that the musician puts in there. Plenty of bass if you're into your metal, your hip hop, any of that good stuff. And the Beoplay H95 headphones also have full support for Qualcomm's adaptive AptX tech as well. So that means that your vocals, your audio and your video will be perfectly synced, whether you're watching a bit of Netflix, playing the game, whatever. Now you can control a lot of the Beoplay H95's features via the Bang & Olufsen app, which you can download from Google Play and the Apple App Store. So for instance, you've got EQ settings in there, you can change the volume, you can change the severity of the ANC. However, to put it in a way that doesn't involve too much heavy cursing, unfortunately the Bang & Olufsen app don't work too good. Most of the time it would spend forever just trying to connect to the H95s, despite the fact that the headphones were already actually connected to my smartphone, and this happened on multiple phones on multiple occasions. Far too often did I have to restart Bluetooth or restart the app in order to get the whole thing talking together. It's not the kind of level of quality I was expecting. If you do manage to get the app to stop playing silly buggers, then it's actually pretty decent. You know, you've got a good level of customization in there. You can't change the touch controls or anything like that, but you've got the very unique EQ, which you can dive on into and just change the warmth of the sound. To be honest though, I like the default settings just fine, and I did find a couple of times when I played around with the EQ that the audio that I was streaming just completely buggered up and started sounding all staticky and grainy. So yeah, to be honest, I probably just wouldn't bother with the app. It's about as good for your blood pressure as a triple lard sandwich with extra bacon. As for the battery life, well, Bang & Olufsen reckons you'll get up to 38 hours of life from a single charge on these bad boys. That's using Bluetooth, and that's with the ANC active as well, and that sounds about right, maybe a slightly generous approximation. I've been using these headphones for over a week. I've only had to charge them up the once in that time, and that was with quite heavy usage as well, so I'd say probably sort of 30 to 35 hours of use with that ANC cranked up. And then when it's time to power them back up again, just slap in that Type-C cable, and I found that under 3 hours they were fully charged again from basically empty. So that right there is my full final review of the Bang & Olufsen Beoplay H95 headphones after testing them out for a good couple of weeks. And I've got to say, they ain't perfect, but certainly the premium design, the fantastic active noise cancellation, and the supreme audio quality as well makes them one of the best pairs of headphones you can buy right now. But if you're not absolutely minted, then just don't even bother. Frankly, you can buy much cheaper headphones from the likes of Bose, from the likes of Sony, which do a really good job of the audio quality and the active noise cancellation for, you know, like 200 quid. So yeah, money no object, job done. Otherwise, look elsewhere. That's my review anyway. It'd be great to hear your own personal thoughts down below. If you've actually had the chance to use the Bang & Olufsen Beoplays, it'd be great to hear your own personal thoughts on these bad boys as well. And please do poke, subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech, and have yourselves a fantastic weekend. Cheers everyone, love you.